Good morning, friends. I was reading an article about freeing your mind, 5 transformative steps to change your story. I actually saw it on a site called Daily Motivation. Um, and the first thing that is just to unclutter your mind, which Deb and I have talked about for a while, but just really changing the way we look at things. Are you looking at things positively or negatively? And then the next one is changing your story. So if you are looking at something negatively, how do you change the way you're looking at it? Feel the fear and do it anyway. We look at these people and we think, oh, they're so courageous. Yeah, maybe, but probably it's just that they've gotten out of their own way. Challenging your beliefs. Deb and I were literally talking about that last week, and just looking at why we make the decisions that we make. Is there something really behind it? And what is the reason that we're looking at it that way? And then to create a plan. Once we put action behind something, it changes everything. So if you want to go in a different direction, change your mindset about it. We were listening to Darren the other day, and he was talking about getting fired and whether that has a positive or a negative connotation to it. It's all the meaning that we give it personally. It may be the best thing that ever happened. And if you believe that, then it opens up your mind to the possibilities of what's next. If we look at it that was the worst thing that ever happened, we might get stuck in that negative spiral of just beating ourselves up for whatever happened. And it may or may not have been, getting fired isn't the worst thing that can happen many times.
Yeah, that's true. It feels really bad, but yeah, a lot of times it is the best thing. I'm losing my voice. Yeah, it's really how we frame it. And we know people who have said, oh my gosh, at the time it felt devastating. And now they realize it's the best thing that ever happened. They probably would have not left that job that they didn't really love, but they were forced to. And they were forced to do something they do really love. And yeah, I like that. It is. It's a lot of reframing
Yeah.
things. It's not always the worst thing. And probably a lot of times it isn't the worst thing. So
Yeah.
it just feels that way at the time.
Well, yeah, because getting fired, hello, nobody wants that to happen. But it also sometimes opens up the door to, if I didn't really like this job, what do I really want to do? Or I loved this part about that job. How can I go somewhere else now that I can do more of that and less of the parts that I didn't like? Or maybe the culture wasn't right for you. Like, there's so many different um, pieces to it, that if you can look at it as, okay, now what, and start to think creatively about how to create a better future than what you would have had if you would have stayed. As Deb said, if you got fired, it's very possible that it wasn't a job that you loved anyway. Maybe you did, but it's possible that you didn't.
Yeah. Well, it's like anything. It doesn't have to be a job, but just anything that happens to us.
Sure.
We're supposed, God tells us he's going to use all things for good. And like, I think so many times we see it later. But what if in that moment we can really believe that?
Yeah.
Before we see it, that we really believe that, you know what? We're just going to believe this is a good thing and doesn't feel real good. And it's okay to acknowledge that, but I'm going to believe that something good's going to come out of it.
Yeah, I like that.
Interesting. Yeah. Will you say the book one more time?
Oh, yes. Claim Your Power by Maston Kipp. So what I was, or the site that I was on today. Sorry, the
Yes.
site I was on today. Sorry. Daily Motivation.
Daily motivation. But it was the
Motivation.
5 things
Yeah.
that something. What was the
Five
five?
things that yeah, okay. Hold on.
Sorry.
Free your mind. 5 transformative steps to change your story.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.